Today was a good day. I slept a lot, which is always nice. Um, that aura ring tracking really coming in handy. Um, but yeah, I a lot of good things today. Today was a slow day. Um, and it's interesting. I've been doing a lot of thinking about like where I want to go and in terms of my content and kind of how the next year is going to play out. I'm in the process of making a vision board. I think I talked about that before. It's fun. Um, and really trying to look at the next year as like an investment and really sticking to what I'm putting, like my goal. You know, giving things long enough for them to come to fruition and not like nipping things in the bud, shooting myself in the foot before things have a chance to actually happen. Um, which I have a tendency to do. Um, but yeah, it's interesting today. Today Tay called me out in a way that I really needed to hear. Um, I I spent a lot of Christmas like vlogging, and we came back and there was like a gingerbread competition, and I filmed a lot of that. And then we were thrifting today, and I was just filming a bunch. And Tay was like, "Hey, like, how do you feel about like have your views on like Lily being in content changed, and like have you like asked people if they're okay being in it?" And I realized that I hadn't. To the latter, and to the former, not really. I tend to be very hesitant of putting Lily in my content, making her the center of it, and yet that's exactly what I had been doing with a lot of my videos. I had to take a step back and realize like, oh no, I really needed to get called out. I wasn't asking people if they were interested in being in my video. I kind of just assumed that they were. I came from this environment where everyone is being filmed all the time, and I just I never stopped to realize that I was back in normal life. No. Um, and also on the Lily front, I didn't even I that's something I actually feel very strongly about, and I just kind of walked all over what how the way I like what I thought and what I stood for. I was like, oh no, I really need to take a step back and think about it, because the direction I do want to go is making more vlog style content. Um, but what I don't want to do is like step on my own moral dick, as it were. Um, and I want to make sure that people feel comfortable, one, being in my life and not and like being around me without like threat of being filmed, and then also that they don't feel like they're just a means to an end. Like they don't feel like they're a character in my films, in my videos. They feel like they can just be people in and of themselves. Um, that's something I need to think about and probably write about. Um, because yeah, I needed to be called out on that. But yeah, otherwise though, today was a good day. We went thrifting, which was a whole lot of fun. I'm enjoying the process more now that my eye is being refined, as it were, and I'm getting a better sense of what I like, what I don't, and just appreciating different kinds of fashion. I'm like, oh, this is really enjoyable. I'm enjoying the process of this significantly more. It was a whole lot of fun. Um, Lily's a hoot. Lily is a hoot. Um, and yeah, it was nice to have like both a chill day in a lot of ways, and then also still filmed a lot. Um, but damn, I can't stop yawning. It's 10:30 and I'm tired. That's crazy. But I'm really working on refining like what I want, and a lot of that is just trying things, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't, seeing what I resonate with, seeing what I don't, and iterating. And in a lot of ways, I feel like that's what I've been doing. But it's good. It's good. I've been taking a lot of inspiration from Victoria Paris, Casey Neistat, Axel Weber. And they're two fashion creators, Wisdom Kaye and something Urban. What is his handle? This dude popped up on my Instagram like not long ago. His content is fire. Deserted and Urban. His content is crazy, and his fashion is insane. Never seen someone take neutral tones and make them pop like that. Absolutely wild. Yeah. I really do want to like nose to the grindstone this next year. And it's funny, Tay and I had a conversation earlier where she was like, I think you need to start posting less on TikTok. And she might be right. But I do think that's one of the things where one of the things that we've heard from people both on the inside and the out at several social platforms, including Meta and TikTok, is that consistency matters tremendously. And so I think I just need to stick to a schedule. And for me, that's minimum 4. And I can do that. I think it's very doable. Hard, for sure, but doable. And I can nose to the grindstone for a while. I can be a workhorse if need be. Especially if the projects are like, they're short. If it's like a day, or like a homework assignment sort of thing, I can do that for sure. I struggle when things become longer. But social media is the perfect pace for that sort of thing, which is fantastic. Yeah. Actually, let me show you the mood board I'm working on right now. Here are the things I want on it. At Keith Laue, 1 million followers on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Casey Neistat, Victoria Paris, Wisdom. Bachelor's degree? Check. Colin and Samir, both in terms of the media that I'm consuming, and also I really want to be on that podcast. Solar punk, the aesthetic, I want to talk about it more, imagination, that sort of stuff. I've been thinking for a while about how to talk about environmentalism, the planet, in a way that is inspiring and isn't like pushing people away or making people super fucking sad, because that's the way a lot of the rhetoric right now is. And when I was having a conversation with my friend Alex, I realized, I love world building. And so one of the things that I want to do is world build and be like, what if we did solve, like we were able to switch away from fossil fuels and we used purely clean, green energy? We have worlds that look a lot greener. There's a lot less pollution going around. We have people who, we have EV highways where we're able to, people drive, but they're basically silent. The cars are basically silent. And we have a larger integration of nature into cities because birds are able to come in and wildlife is able to come in ways that previously weren't really accessible because they're being scared away by a lot of both the literal pollution of chemicals and noise pollution. We have a more just system of both prison, because there's a big funnel into oil usage and whatnot, and also our wars abroad are no longer over oil. Like petrol states, which tend to be pretty terrible governing systems, no longer have the sway that they do. Okay. What does that mean? Okay. Typically, greener energies, democracy tends to be larger in places with greener energies. Okay. Texas actually would do really well in a situation where we're able to move completely away from fossil fuels. Okay. Maybe we're able to use more desertified areas for solar panel production. Maybe we're able to integrate solar panel production with, solar energy production with like, what is it called? Planting. There's hybrid agriculture means, where you can have plants that don't need direct sunlight all the time, kind of interspersed among solar panels, so that you're able to kind of double up on power production and agriculture. Okay, what else? Nuclear proliferation, but not in a weapon sense. We take the nuclear energy that's produced for warheads and use it in actual nuclear power plants, which produce insane amounts of energy. Okay. Cool. Like that kind of thing. And accompanying it with like photos and stuff. I think that'd be fun. What else? Holding hands in Barcelona on my brainstorming vision board. I want to take Taylor to Barcelona. We spent a summer there, between my freshman and sophomore year, between her sophomore junior year. One of the best summers of our lives. It was fantastic. Yeah, I want to take her there. Again. Marathon. The Austin Marathon is in February. And it'll be my first marathon. But I've needed to run a marathon for a while, because a marathon is like one of those like accomplishments of athletic people. Yeah. That I feel like you need to do before. That's morbid, but you die. Being super fit, super jacked. Picture me holding the phone, but like filming. But filming, one of the things that I have switched away from is using my camera, and I've started using my phone almost exclusively for filming, because the speed of production is way faster. And I find that it lowers the barrier of entry for me. And so I end up producing not just more content, but I feel like better content. Because I'm able to capture things that I wasn't able to capture before, because I just didn't have my camera on me. And I actually get around to doing projects more because it's already on my phone. It's loaded into CapCut. It's ready to go. I don't have to worry about the extra steps. That's one of the things that I've learned. As much as I love my camera, and I far prefer using it over my phone, I need to use my phone because I actually use it. Nuclear energy. I'm getting my degree in mechanical engineering with a specialization in nuclear. So, makes sense. Nice designer shorts, because I want to build a men's fashion brand for warm climates, specializing in shorts, but like elevated shorts, not just like shitty athletic shorts, or like stuff that is unflattering and doesn't make you look or feel good. Like nice elevated men's shorts for warm climates. And the last thing is 75 hard, because I want to do 75 hard in the new year. And the rules for 75 hard are, let me look them up. It is, the first rule I remember, let me see. The first rule is if you mess up at any point in time during 75 hard, you have to restart. Um, mm, 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 mm. If you skip a day, you must start over. Pick a diet to follow with no alcohol or cheat meals. Drink a gallon of water a day. Complete 2 workouts. 2 45-minute workouts of your choice must be completed per day. One of these workouts must be done outside, regardless of the weather. Read 10 pages per day of nonfiction book. It needs to be a self-development book of some kind, and it has to be for personal growth. It also needs to be a physical book. And take a progress photo every day. So, for me, my progress photo would be like, I'd probably make a video, like a TikTok video. I need to find a nonfiction book. I am not a good physical book reader. That's going to be a struggle for me. I'm an audiobook reader. 2 45-minute workouts. That will be actually relatively straightforward. I can run in the morning, and that'll be my outside workout. And then the other one can be like a lift. Gallon of water a day. I'm honestly probably pretty close to that. Pick a diet to follow, no alcohol or cheat meals. I will go with vegan, but I think what I will do is put an emphasis on protein and fiber. And probably have a cutoff eating time. Like no eating post 9 p.m. I think is what I'll do. I think that'll be good for me. And I think I want to incorporate some element of like posting or something in there. Where I need to post on Instagram. I need to post on TikTok. Yeah. Anyway. That's about that. Peace.